Ah, yes. The second stream. Alrighty. Okay. Welcome to the cooking stream. Alrighty. Okay. Now let's get into it. Creamy lemon chicken pasta in 30 minutes or less. All right, let's see what you got.
Guys, welcome back. As you can see, I'm not in my kitchen today, and that's because we're in Atlanta for a few days, but the show must go on, and today I have something extra special for you. You can get this on the table in 30 minutes or less, and it's super delicious. This is my recipe for
All right.
creamy lemon chicken pasta. Meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. All right, guys, so you know it's gonna be a good recipe when it starts with roasted garlic. That's what we're about to do right here. We got 1 head of roasted garlic. Super easy. We have our oven preheated to 400 degrees. Chop the ends off like so. Peel back a layer or so of that garlic skin. We're gonna wrap it in some foil with some oil and some seasoning. 40 minutes at 400 degrees, you have some fantastic roasted garlic.
Okay, I don't mean to be a dick, but you just said 40 minutes to roast the fucking garlic. Okay, to be fair, you can do it ahead of time, but...
All right, guys, so we got our garlic ready to go into the oven.
Okay, now that I've never done before. I've never saved the other part. I've always thrown that away. Maybe I'll have to... Again, I don't do roasted garlic very often, but maybe I'll save that other piece.
To purchase oil from the grocery store, so we're gonna use some butter. Butter makes everything better.
Butter works.
So just kind of get some oil on your garlic, hit it with some all-purpose seasoning or some salt and pepper. Wrap her up nice and tight. Now I tend to pick my Airbnbs based on the kitchen. This one's pretty nice, so we're gonna go ahead and fill up our...
You know, I could never do an Airbnb. I could not be in another person's house. Sorry, for me, it's either my house or a fucking hotel. That's just me. If y'all like to do Airbnb or Vrbo or any of that shit, you know, you guys do you.
Our water for our pasta. Today we're using rigatoni. You can use whatever pasta you like. Fettuccine will work fine too.
For this, I would definitely recommend like a rigatoni or a penne.
Get that up to a boil and salt your pasta water. Boil per package instructions. All right, my friends, super simple ingredients for this recipe. There's also not a lot of ingredients, which is great, especially since I'm on the road right now. We got 1 shallot we just diced up. We got some parsley.
All right.
We're gonna char some lemon. We're also gonna use the zest and juice of the lemon for our pasta sauce as well. So now let's talk about one of everybody's favorite ingredients, at least not my lactose intolerant folks, but everybody else, cheese. So we're gonna go with Parmesan and Asiago cheese today.
Alrighty.
I like to shred my own cheese, that way you don't have the anti-caking agents like potato starch and stuff like that make it kind of clump up. We want our cheese sauce or our pasta sauce.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something and you have to melt cheese, get the fucking block. If you have a food processor, you can literally shred it in 3 seconds. And if you have the manual hand grater, then go to the extra effort. Just trust me on this. there's nothing inherently wrong with pre-shredded cheese that you buy in the bag, but it does have, like, yeah, potato starch on it to prevent it from clumping together. If you're doing something cold or something you're gonna have over days, then I do recommend the bags. But if you're making like a baked ziti, shred the just shred the fucking cheese yourself.
Sauce to be nice and cheesy and creamy, no lumps, and grating your own cheese helps with that.
Yeah, literally, yeah. If I'm doing tacos, I'll get the bag stuff because, again, I want to have tacos for days. But if I'm doing like pizza or a pasta bake, then I get the. Actually, with the pizza and the pasta bake, I get whole milk mozzarella. I don't do that part skim shit.
So next up, we're gonna go ahead and prep our chicken breast. You can use whatever protein you want for this recipe. Works great with salmon. I'm gonna go ahead and trim off a little bit of this excess fat. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, salmon, shrimp, scallops would be good too. But today we're going with chicken. All right, so we're not gonna do a whole lot of trim work, but if you see any excess fat or anything on there, you can go ahead and take that off. We're gonna season this up with the Dynamic Duo, which is my all-purpose seasoning. Feel free to use whatever your favorite chicken seasoning is at home, or just a little salt and pepper. This is low sodium, so we're gonna go a little heavy with it. And then we're gonna hit it with the Lemon Bay. Perfect for seafood and poultry. You can use Old Bay or Tony's Creole seasoning or lemon pepper, whatever you got at home that you enjoy. This is a lemon pasta, so the lemon flavors are gonna play beautifully together. Flip it over and season the other side. Like so. Nice even application of seasoning. And that's what you should look like right there. All right, so now it's time to cook our chicken. We've got our skillet warm. As you can see, we're gonna add a little butter, preferably avocado oil, but again, don't have that on hand at the moment. And your boy doesn't feel like running to the store. So, butter it is, down with the chicken breast.
There's nothing wrong with butter.
Make sure you press down so it's
Okay, to be fair, it's a little unhealthier, but fuck it.
making maximum surface area contact. We want a nice color. We're just gonna sear this chicken off, get that color that we're looking for. And then we're gonna pop it in the oven to finish at 400 degrees until the chicken hits 165 degrees internal temperature. So once we have the color that we're looking for, we're gonna baste it with some butter. So 2 more tablespoons of butter going in. We're gonna allow that butter to melt. Take a spoon and show the chicken a little love. Nice little butter bath. Once you got the color that you're looking for on the chicken, we're gonna add it to a sheet pan and pop that in the oven to finish, and use this same skillet to make our sauce. All right, so in goes the shallot next. We turn the heat off so the butter doesn't burn up too much. We'll go ahead and turn the heat back on low. All right, so there we go. We're gonna get the shallot started.
Alrighty.
Let that soften up a bit, and then we'll go in with our roasted garlic. Working over medium-low heat here. So in goes our roasted garlic. Made it into like a paste, diced it up a little bit. Got our heat on low so nothing burns up. All right, so we got our roasted garlic in there with the shallots. Everything is smelling heavenly. Now, my friends, we're going in with some lemon zest. So the zest of an entire lemon going in. I like to use the zest here because you get all the lemon flavor without the acid that you get from the juice. So go ahead and zest your
What the hell's wrong with lemon juice?
lemon. And then we'll add a little bit of juice as well, but we really want that zest. In goes a little lemon juice. We're gonna get our red pepper flakes in there too to wake those up, start to release their flavor a little bit. This is optional, guys, so if you want it to be, you know, no spice at all, you can leave these out, but a pinch of red pepper flakes really takes this dish to the next level, in my opinion.
Shit,
And speaking of the next level, we're gonna kick the flavor up with some
Oh, son of a... fuck it.
chicken bouillon powder.
No.
Next, we're gonna deglaze with some dry white wine. Nothing too expensive.
Ooh, I love deglazing.
Quick reminder, guys, that all the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below. Make sure you taste as you go. So you're gonna bring that to a boil for a good minute or
Always, always, always deglaze your pan because you get all that beautiful fond up off the bottom of the pan.
two, maybe even 3 minutes. Let that reduce by half. All the alcohol will cook off, leaving behind that delicious flavor. As you can see, the skillet is nice and clean. Smells heavenly. At this point, I'm gonna add a little bit of diced parsley. All right, so as you can see, it's reduced nicely. It's already starting to thicken up a bit. And now, for the creamy component, we're going in with about a cup of heavy cream. And give that a mix, bring that up to a simmer. Allow all those flavors to come together. And then finally, we'll add our cheese. And we're gonna have a delicious pasta on our hands. All right, so we're gonna turn the heat down to low and go in with our grated Parmesan and our Asiago. I like to finish seasoning at the end after the cheese is added because both of these cheeses are pretty salty, so you don't wanna get too heavy on the seasoning before you get your cheese in there. Let's work that in, let the residual heat melt that cheese, keep stirring until you have a beautiful creamy pasta sauce on your hands.
You just keep adding more and more cheese?
Now last but not least, we're gonna finish cooking our pasta in the sauce the way the good Lord intended.
Hence is why you always take a minute off the minimum cooking time for pasta.
There we go. Just fold that together. As you can see, the sauce is coating the noodles beautifully. That's what you wanna see, guys. Not a super runny sauce, not a super thick sauce. Right consistency, it'll coat those noodles just like that. Doesn't hurt to add a little more cheese to the party. And fold that together. Now at this point, you want to make sure that you taste it and make any necessary adjustments because it's ready to hit the plate. And you want to make sure that you did everything you can to make sure this is delicious. All right, guys, we got a beautifully cooked piece of chicken here. We're gonna go ahead and slice this up on a bias, which basically just means at an angle. It's gonna be nice for presentation purposes. And man, we got a juicy piece of chicken right here. Look at that. Wow.
Okay, important step he did not mention is letting the chicken breast rest before you slice it.
Man, that looks good. Chef's cut. Little top coat of cheese, because why the hell not? We're here for a good time, not a long time. This is the part where I say brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. The only thing left to do is dig in here for a taste test, but before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, guys, moment of truth time. My mouth is watering. I'm hungry. Cheers.
All right, that was pretty good. All right, all right. I don't know how long this is going to go on, but apparently this is McDonald's cheeseburger. All right, already that's not a McDonald's cheeseburger. There's tomatoes and lettuce. Also, I hate to be a dick, but you're pouring the beer wrong. Or was that soda? Ah, whatever. Okay, 80-20, fine. What? That's chicken. What? That's chicken. I mean, you can do ground chicken for burgers. You have to treat them completely different than beef burgers, because chicken burgers will fall apart on you if you look at them wrong. McDonald's cheeseburgers don't have fucking lettuce on them. Big Macs do, but not their standard cheeseburger, nor their quarter pounder. I mean, again, the only reason there's nothing wrong with this recipe, but it's not McDonald's. If you want to make a clone of McDonald's, fucking stick to the recipe. Okay, the onion's correct, but it's more of diced onions. And actually, technically, if you want to be 100% authentic, I believe McDonald's actually uses dehydrated onions that they rehydrate. You know, with burgers, I don't really drink soda. So, for me, it's either beer or sparkly water. That's not cheese. What is this? Just a bunch of fucking goddamn stock footage? That's not sliced cheese. And no, if you're making a cheeseburger, the cheese is kind of a required fucking ingredient. Yeah, the quarter pounder has the onion chunks. The Big Mac, I don't know, but their standard original cheeseburger is, if I remember right, just dehydrated onions that they've rehydrated. Oh my god, no, there's no mayo on the McDonald's cheeseburger. It's ketchup and mustard. Again, if he was just making a burger and pulling it out of his ass, I wouldn't be saying a word. But if you're going to do a McDonald's cheeseburger, then fucking do it right. The only difference between club soda and, like, sparkly water, like bubbly, is club soda actually has baking soda in it. Yeah, club soda has baking soda in it, whereas sparkle water, like bubbly, H2O, whatever, That's literally just water and carbonation and flavoring. Well, you burnt the shit out of those buns. Okay, and then you didn't specify the size of the McDonald's burger patty, which is why you have to freeze them. The reason is because the burgers are 2-ounce patties. What the fuck? They're 2-ounce patties. I don't know. Maybe AI made this because Jesus Christ, this I don't even know what the hell I'm watching. Well, that made absolutely no sense. Let's switch to Gordon Ramsay and pray I don't get the yellow triangle of doom.
First, boil dry tagliatelle in salted water. These long, thin ribbons of pasta come curled up in nests and take around 10 minutes to cook. Then add olive oil to a hot pan and fry finely chopped onion, thinly sliced garlic, and sweat until soft. Next, remove the meat from your sausages by cutting open their skins and crumble into the pan. Fennel or Sicilian sausages are perfect for this dish, but any flavoured sausage will do. When the meat has browned, add half cherry tomatoes. Season. And add a few spoonfuls of the pasta cooking water as the starch thickens the sauce and helps it stick to the pasta. Drain the tagliatelle and add to the sausage meat sauce. Finish with freshly grated parmesan. Perfect when you're really busy but still want great tasting food fast. My amazing tagliatelle with quick sausage meat bolognese.
You know, I'm sure that's delicious. I just don't like tomato chunks in my... I just don't like tomato chunks.
Spooning creme fraiche.
Whether it's from fresh tomatoes or from canned tomatoes, I always end up putting them in the fucking blender. Alright. This is the ultimate chicken salad sandwich. This is a fucking game changer. Alright. What's the game changer?
Chicken salad sandwich. Classic, simple, and oh so delicious. In this episode, we're going to make a homemade chicken salad sandwich.
I don't know. I swear to God, if I find out who's fucking calling me, I'm going to strangle the bastard.
Ever had out of the water, and it's going to elevate
every fucking time.
Lunch to a whole new level. For the full ingredient list, check the description box below. But enough talking, let's get cooking. We're going to skip the canned chicken. That stuff is super pricey, and I find it's like never that good. And the homemade stuff will blow it out of the water. So,
no, never buy canned chicken. Just fucking... God damn it! Hello. Hello? Hold on. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay, block. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know who the fuck that was, but yeah.
So let's use these chicken breasts and we're gonna poach them with a
I don't know. Whoever it is pissing me off.
little bit of flavoring, make even better shredded chicken. So I'm gonna take these chicken breasts and put them inside this pot. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna use a small pot to keep everything all together. In the pot's gonna go a little bit of some fresh thyme. I got this right out of the garden. We're gonna put half a lemon in there. I'll squeeze it a little bit and then just put the rest of the lemon right in there. And then we got these 3 garlic cloves that I'm just gonna smash and put them in there, skin and all. We're gonna put 2 pinches of salt in there and a couple of
Nobody knows my
peppercorns.
phone number.
Now I'm just gonna add some water until we cover the chicken.
Well, a few people do, but...
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the lid on top. We're gonna bring this to a boil on the stove. Once it's up to a boil, I'm gonna shut the heat off and just let them sit there and poach for about 10 minutes. That should cook them fully without overcooking them. I'll check the
No, it was a fucking Minnesota number.
temperature right before, so as long as they're around that 165, 175, where I like chicken personally is 175, and they should be good. If not, I can just hit them for a little bit more.
I hate boiled chicken. I know it's a chicken salad, but I still hate it.
So in my chicken salad, I like to put eggs, so we're also gonna hard boil these 2 eggs. And how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna put them in this pot, I'm gonna fill the pot with water, I'm gonna put them on the stove, I'm gonna shut off the heat, and I'm gonna leave them there for about 10, 12 minutes. Same way we made the chicken. So while those are going on the stove, we're gonna use our handy dandy food processor to chop up the vegetables that go in this chicken salad. So first we're gonna throw in some of these baby carrots. I'm just using baby carrots because this is what we got and it's carrots. I'm still gonna chop them up just a little bit. I wanna make sure that the food processor processes everything pretty finely, so I wanna help it out just a little bit. I'm gonna cut these into 3s. So now I'll...
That's why you also never answer the phone with the word yes, because there are scammers that'll call you, and what they're doing is they hope you pick up the phone and say yes so they can kind of record the voice, and then they can scam you out of money.
cut these celery. I'm using about 1.5 stalks, and I'll cut that down into small pieces, also throw it in there.
Now I'm regretting
I'm
hitting...
gonna put in 1/4 of this
fuck
gigantic
it.
red onion.
Alright, you're gonna turn this into pulp, dude.
Actually, this thing is really big. I'm probably only gonna put 1/8 of it in. And I'll also cut that up into some smaller pieces and help out the food processor. Ooh. So we're also gonna put a little bit of parsley in there, but I'm gonna pull the
dull
leaves off. I
knife.
just really don't like parsley stems in anything. I think it's gross, even if you're chopping them up really fine. So I'm just gonna take a couple of these sprigs and throw some parsley in there. I can get behind putting cilantro stems and stuff, but parsley stems, I don't know, they just never taste good and they always feel funny. So now we're gonna put the lid on and give this a little bit of a pulse. About halfway through, we'll take our silicone spatula, we'll push everything off the edges, right back down in there. Food processor helped a lot, but you gotta help the food processor. We'll do it one more time because I think this is just a little bit chunkier than I would like. And now there are no big chunks in there, but we haven't pureed it into a paste. So now that this chicken breast is fully cooked, we're gonna take it out and we're gonna put it right inside our stand mixer with the paddle on. And we're gonna use this to shred the chicken. Start it off nice and slow to make sure the chicken doesn't fly out of there. Whoa. Okay, that
Yeah, that's
looks
a weird
about
way. I've never
good enough. Well,
I've never shredded chicken like that.
unlock it, and you can see that this chicken is perfectly shredded for this chicken salad. Now that the chicken has been shredded, we're gonna peel these eggs and we're gonna throw them in there. And chicken salad is supposed to be an easy recipe, so we're trying to do as little work as possible. And even though you gotta wash both these things, they clean up pretty easy. These eggs will break up a lot faster than that chicken, so it's only gonna take just a couple of seconds to break those up for the chicken salad. Oh, this one's popping open, forgot to lock it. So now in this bowl, we're gonna add the smashed up egg and chicken. And if there's any big chunks of egg, I'll just give those a little extra of smash. Oh, look how much chicken we made. The reason I like doing it this way is you get a lot of chicken out of those cans that are super pricey, and you don't really get much out of each can. So now we're gonna add our processed vegetables. Chicken salad, supposed to be healthy, so let's cut out a little bit of the mayo and we'll cream it up with a little non-fat Greek yogurt.
Okay, I've never done that.
This is a great substitution for sour cream. Adds a bunch of protein without adding a bunch of calories. We are gonna add some mayo, so we'll put a little bit of this avocado oil mayonnaise in there, but way less than we normally would if we were just making this with mayo all by itself. A little bit of Dijon mustard. Now we're gonna put in a little sweet relish. So this is the stuff from Wickles. Wickles, I love your products. Send me some money, sponsor a video. Put a decent amount of that relish in there. Now we're gonna put in a little bit of this dried dill. Just enough dill for the rest of my life. A little salt. This is gonna be some black truffle salt. I thought the black truffle salt would be a nice touch. If you don't have truffle salt, just use regular salt, that's fine. And now we'll give this a mix.
Really? No. I mean...
this is just chicken salad, but it smells unbelievable, and I'm really excited to try this. So now let's talk buns. So in a chicken salad, the only two really appropriate buns, actually probably three. You got your white bread, you got this brioche bun, and I'd probably also do it on a croissant. It's gotta be something that's nice and soft. The chicken salad's super soft, and when you use a hard bread, your teeth bite into it and all the chicken salad mushes out the outside of the bread. So you want something just as soft as the chicken salad because it's super delicate. So we're gonna use this brioche bun. So now we're gonna layer on this beautiful lettuce to protect that bottom bun from the soggy chicken salad. We're gonna slice up this beautiful beefsteak tomato. These are the perfect tomatoes to go on a sandwich. Always make sure that you're slicing them this way and not this way for a sandwich. And now for the star. Beautiful scoop of this wonderful chicken salad on there. And you gotta make sure that there's enough. Now this sandwich is good to go. This is a very simple sandwich, but I am super excited to try this. I mean, I really love chicken salad, and this looks unbelievable.
I must have watched this.
The link is in the description down below, and hopefully you will all enjoy to my personal views regarding the channel. No name, thanks again by the way, mainly as a result of Dave's main channel, The Lord of Patriarchy. So after a bit of investigating, which mostly consists of internet browsing and analysis of social media, all the while sampling the fine content that this creator has created, I have found Dave's cooking show to be a passionate place of all things cooking, showcasing the spirit of Americana one meal at a time.
Well, thank you. You put way more thought into my cooking show than I do.
I mean, the softness of the bun, all the details that...
All right, you guys want me to do that instead of this? All right.
at a time.
It's only about 3 minutes long, so. Alright. I don't know if I'd use brioche for a chicken salad sandwich. I'd also toast the damn bun.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. And in this video,
Oh, some guy.
I will be talking about Dave's Cooking Show and
Ryan Roger Athy.
give you my thoughts about this great guy and fellow creator. So I hope you all enjoy, or at least find this video informative, though I would like to first thank the man with no name for suggesting the topic of this video. Now for those who are unaware, Dave's Cooking Show is a content creator, a social media personality, a shorts video maker, and a live streamer, most likely based in the United States of America, as far as I'm aware, though the channel does not describe itself at all. From what I know, Dave's Cooking Show is the cooking channel of one Lord of Patriarchy, a fine fellow who we have covered in a prior suggestion video. The link will be in the description down below. And from that, Dave has built a cooking channel, and so much the better, at least in my view. Now on to my personal views regarding the channel. Now personally, I was aware of Dave's Cooking Show prior to the suggestion of the man with no name, thanks again by the way, mainly as a result of Dave's main channel, The Lord of Patriarchy. So after a bit of investigating, which mostly consists of internet browsing
What the
and
fuck?
analysis of social media, all the while sampling
Why
the
it-
fine
you know
content
what?
that this creator has created, I have found Dave's Cooking Show to be a passionate
There.
place of all
God.
things cooking, showcasing the spirit of Americana one meal at a time, from brats to triple cheeseburgers and everything in between. And it is no wonder that Dave's Cooking Show has gained the support of over 1,250 subscribers, having been active on this channel for over a decade now, showcasing his consistency and dedication to boot. So here's to 2,000 subscribers for Dave's Cooking Show by the end of 2023, for it is well deserved as a result of the entertaining and informative content that this creator has created, at least in my view. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to wish Dave's Cooking Show the best of luck in all of its future endeavors. For more on this great guy, as well as his great channel, you can find him on YouTube. The link is in the description down below. And hopefully, you will all enjoy what this channel has to offer, because I most certainly have. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's my thoughts on Dave's Cooking Show. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Suggestions for videos like this one are always welcome in the comments section down below. And so I shall end this video by wishing you all a great day. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and no other genders or binaries, bye for now, folks.
Well, thank you for that. All right. How to make spaghetti with a fresh cherry tomato sauce and anchovies, apparently. I hope this is in Italian, or this is not in Italian. There's a poll in the chat now. And those ain't exactly cherry tomatoes. They're a little big for that. No, I think this is a guy. 'Cause at least his subtitles are matching up. Again, I don't really like anchovies. I'm not the biggest seafood fan. Depends on what I'm doing. Depends on the dish. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the sauces with the great big chunks of tomato in them. Ooh, nice toss. Okay, can somebody explain something to me? What is with Italians and doing pasta with tongs? Look, I'm not judging, but what is it doing with these, like, fine tongs? Is there something I'm missing here? Because I'll buy a pair! Nah, this is public domain shit, which is why he's using it. fruit fly in my office. I want to die. Ah, the nests. Although that does look fucking delicious. Oh, maybe. Oh, I'd eat the shit out of that. Alright, looks like we're done with that one. So, looks like Jake won the poll. So, we'll probably end up finishing with him.
Adjective, it's actually verbing. What the fuck? Wow. All right. So
Yeah, exactly. Give me some garlic bread and a goddamn glass of wine. I'll eat the shit out of that. That looked fucking delicious. I mean, again, I don't normally like big chunky tomatoes, but Jesus, that looked fucking great. All right, so now he's gonna go after my 2 snacks and malt waffle videos. All right.
I guess we'll watch this first. All right. Dave made peanuts and egg roll mozzarella sticks.
All right, how are you gonna
Okay,
criticize
time
this?
To make a couple of snacks here on Dave's cooking show. First one we're gonna make is a Cajun spiced peanut, and to do this,
how it sounds
16
like
ounces or 2 cups
you're
of
in
just
his garage.
plain toasted peanuts.
And this radio's
That's
on.
it. No salt, no anything, just plain peanuts. And then to that, you want to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Oh, by the way, you want to be preheating your oven to about 300 degrees. And
How do you
then
fuck up
want
peanuts?
2
Stay tuned and
teaspoons
find out.
of
Uh-oh.
Cajun seasoning. I went with
Wait, does
the
he fuck these up?
Cajun seasoning that comes in the
Or you
green
just guessing?
bottle with the funny cartoon guy on it, but you can do whichever one you like.
Funny cartoon guy. You
And
talking about slap your
also-
mamas? You talking about slap your mama?
You want to add
No, the other
about a half
one.
a teaspoon of salt. Then you want to cover this with aluminum foil. And you want to shake the bowl quite vigorously, making sure all the peanuts are coated. Kind of get them to do a tossing motion, but yeah. After you're done shaking the peanuts, if you do need a time for shaking, 30 seconds to a minute. I mean, it doesn't take that long to coat them. Then you want to place them.
I'll never understand the way he talks. There's something so put on when he, like, you just hear how his tone changed to, I don't know what it is, man.
On a baking sheet that you've
Something
lined with
about this
parchment
guy.
paper. You don't have to do the parchment paper.
It's
Weird.
It's just for easy.
Jake, it's called I know what the fuck I'm doing. That is called male confidence, something you sadly lack, my boy.
Clean up. And then you want
He
to
both explains too much and too little. Yeah, I know, right?
spread them into a single layer and then pop them in the oven for approximately 20 minutes. Then you just want to pour the peanuts into a container that
They always look so greasy when you show them. You know? Like, do you want to stick your...
They're covered in fucking oil and they're hot! See, if you knew what you were doing, if you'd actually ever made peanuts or spiced up peanuts, you'd know this part of it. I didn't want to wait the 3 hours to shoot the final shot. But trust me, they dry up again because the peanuts have reabsorbed the oil. Again, if you knew what the fuck you were doing, you'd understand that.
Your hands in there? I feel like I'd get messy and I'd have to fucking have napkins, but like.
It also has a lid, and these will keep for a couple of weeks. But
Great. Right when I actually need Jake's fucking trolls.
they probably won't last that long because these are delicious. All right, next snack.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna do some egg roll mozzarella sticks.
Okay.
As you can see, I have my
Buy the wonton wrappers from the
egg roll wrapper
store.
here. I gave
Put
it
a
a
cheese
little
stick in it.
brushing of some water.
Roll.
Those aren't wonton wrappers. That's an egg roll wrapper.
Roll it.
Just along the edges. And then you want to take an entire mozzarella stick,
Yeah, man.
fold the corners on one end,
Dave's cooking show.
carefully pick up the other ones, making sure to tuck the ends in on the side.
Dave's cooking show. Yeah, carefully do it. He's
And
doing
again, you
great.
want to wrap this as tightly as possible because you don't want cheese coming out and
Yeah, man.
fucking up your oil. So basically do that for as many of these as you like, but keep in mind they're about twice the size of a normal mozzarella.
Yeah, but you can really only have about one or two, or you won't poop for 5 weeks.
Stick. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, you'll eat that.
Okay, and we've got our deep fryer that I've set to about roughly 375, 350. And then we're going to fry these egg rolls up. It'll take, I think they took about 4 or 5 minutes,
That
3 to
seems
5
like so
minutes to
long.
get golden brown. Basically, you just want to go till they're golden brown.
Wait, it doesn't say it's ready.
Oh my god, you fucking moron. You're right. It said that before I put them in. Then, if you weren't a complete idiot, you'd understand that once you put items, whatever they are, into the oil, it lowers the temperature, jackass.
So it was about 3 minutes, and they're all golden brown and wonderful. So let's get ready to serve these up.
Yeah, man. Those are going to be mozzarella sticks.
And then let's just serve these up with a little bit of pizza sauce. This is the sauce that I made for the school lunchroom pizza. You can learn how to make that in the description below. And that's really it. So that's mozzarella egg rolls and Asian fried peanuts, or Cajun spice peanuts, excuse me, sorry. Cajun spice peanuts. Done. Couple of great little snacks. All right, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It helps the channel. I'm kind of forced to say that. All right.
Forced.
These are snacks.
Gun to his head.
Done.
These are snacks. Done. Huh. Yeah, I mean, you can, if you want to eat a cheese stick with a egg roll wrapper on it, it'll be crunchy and melty. What you will also find is that these are a little underwhelming. You could stand to season that. The cheese on the inside could probably use some salt. I've had...
Cheese is already incredibly salty. If I was to season it with anything, it'd just be some pepper. And also, no, I've never once fucking seen somebody fucking, season an egg roll, a cheese stick with salt and pepper. The only thing I would do, if you had to do it, gun to my head, I would wet the entire egg roll wrapper, wrap the mozzarella stick around it, and then dump that in breading. Dump it in an egg wash, then dump it in breading. But really, the star was the sauce, so it turned out delicious.
string cheese before. And these at the end, when you are done with them, you should probably hit them with some salt as well. Something on the outside, even just a seasoning blend, just in general. Something to.
You know, it's. Here's the thing. I always forget the little details because usually the second that camera goes off, I'm eating.
You know, get them going.
I mean, the last video I shot, I fucked the ending up all to hell because I was hungry when I shot it. Like I was half-ass starving, so I just rolled the fucking burrito or fajita, whatever, and I just ate the shit out of it. And it's like, well, I didn't bother griddling it. I didn't bother doing any of that. Fuck it. I'll make a joke.
But
Just because when I was making it, it was like, okay, I'm filming it. Okay, it's done. Boom. I want to eat it.
I mean, you know, soggy peanuts and a cheese stick. Can we cook soon? I'm looking forward to Dave's cooking show when he starts doing the cooking part. It's gonna be lit. All right, I'm just gonna burn through them. Let's burn through them, chat. Let's go. All right, he's gonna cook this time. These waffles are not gonna be floppy.
Okay, welcome to Dave's Cooking Show.
Welcome.
And for you today, we have malt waffles. Yes, you heard that right, malt waffles.
Okay.
Real easy to do and kind of a
Make
nice,
waffles,
interesting
put
twist on
malt
your
in it.
traditional waffles. All right, what I have in my mixing bowl for my mixer is 2 cups
Meat
of
waffles would be
flour,
delicious.
And to that, I'm going to add 2... You know what I also love about Jake's audience? They assume I'm an unemployed fucking bum. Yet I have nicer equipment than them. Tablespoons
Meat
of
waffles.
cornmeal, 2 tablespoons of sugar, a
what we
tablespoon
need.
and a quarter of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. Then I'm just going to give the dry ingredients a moment to mix. Again, to find malt powder, it's really easy to do. Any grocery store has it. Where they sell your ice cream, it's usually at the end of that aisle. Any decent-sized grocery store would have it. Then you want to add 2 cups of milk, 2 eggs, beaten. Again, just put them in a bowl, grab a fork. Does the trick. Then you want to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and get real vanilla extract. Don't get that imitation stuff. And I gotta say, this batter is almost like a cake batter. It kind of smells like that too. And then you want to add 5 tablespoons of malt powder. And
It
then you
seems
want to
wet.
add a quarter cup of butter that has been melted. Did you not just fucking hear me when I said it resembles a cake batter? And just
It'll come together in a batter.
lock the mixer in place. And
Seems loose.
mix it until a batter forms. All right. By the way, you should be
Yeah,
preheating
seems
your
loose.
waffle iron at this point. Okay. As you can see, waffle iron's ready. Obviously, this is not the first waffle that I have made. I would recommend... I'm not the biggest fan of using it, but sometimes it comes in handy.
Brother, can we figure out how to get you to clean stuff?
I just fucking said this was not the first waffle! That's where this shit came from! Oh my god. I just said it wasn't the first fucking waffle. The thing was clean when I started.
I know these are a bitch to clean, but my god.
Andy, get yourself a can of Pam and spray this. Otherwise, these waffles will be sticky as all hell. Then you just want to put a generous amount of batter on the iron. Because the first waffle, this is kind of a new camera. And what the problem with it is that if I don't hit record, it stays on for a long time. So if I forget, I won't notice anything till, basically about 2-3 minutes later. Gee, just about the time of the first set of waffles being done. Iron, and then basically cook this till it's done. Takes approximately,
Easy
I don't know,
clean. Waffle
5
bakers.
minutes. Just wait till they're golden brown.
Yeah,
Keep
man.
an eye on it.
These little machines kind of suck.
And honestly, that's really about it. So
The only way to
time
make a really banging waffle is to have a good setup, and I don't have one. I don't have enough waffles to warrant it.
to, I guess, serve these up.
What's wrong with waffles?
Okay, time to serve
Yeah,
this
dude.
up.
Got ourselves 3 waffle triangles here.
They're blonde and bendy.
We have
Oh,
some bacon that I
no.
baked in the oven. By the way, if you've never baked your oven in the bacon, please do
Baked your oven in the bacon.
so. It is absolutely amazing.
These are floppy too. We gotta go harder on these. We need more. We need crispy bacon. Come on. We're in the. I agree with the oven, by the way. The flavors of pasta.
You can't really crisp up your bacon in the oven. By the way, I'm not the biggest fan of crispy bacon. Do you know why? While the ends are delicious, the center sucks.
Paste batters in grease. Pasta batter. He said to not bake it in the oven before. Did he disagree with me on that before? I know that he's put it in the skillet, and I told him to do it in the oven.
I often put my bacon in the oven. I've never denied that.
Oh, I see. The flavors of past batters because of the... I was talking about now. Okay, yeah, I get you. That makes sense. Anyway, yeah, cook the bacon a little bit longer. There's, like, unless you get a better thing, I don't know what you can do for the structure of this, except let that preheat like a motherfucker. And probably less wet batter.
Once again, we'll never see a fucking waffle dish from Jake, so. And then we just have some sausage patties.
Don't bite
And
those.
then, of course,
Those are gross.
maple syrup. And honestly,
Honestly?
that's it.
Wow.
Malt waffles.
Malt waffles, you just put malt in the waffles.
Done. I will
Surprise.
say they are delicious. They are a little sweeter than normal buttermilk waffles. But honestly, if you want to change the pace, try these. All right. That's it for this one.
Is he trying to come around and stop being a bag of shit in every single one of these videos? He's just trying to sound like normal and white now, which is also worse. Like the tone of your videos don't make any sense at this point. 3 ways to make the best chicken wings of your life.
Hey, what's up?
I
Today,
wonder
I'm going to show you guys this.
I wonder if Brian has a different prep than me. There's your hot sauce. Korean fried chicken.
yeah.
Ooh, Korean fried with the cornstarch.
Yeah, Brian knows what the fuck he's doing, and you don't.
Nice. Beautiful.
I have not done churros.
Delightful. Yeah. Korean style is real crunchy and delish. Delightful. The sausage is overcooked. He doesn't care. He got the ones out of the box anyway, dude. They were grody. Oh, you're gonna make your own sausage, dude. Fuck.
Why the fuck would I do that? I think he goes after me for something else. Oh, yeah, one of these idiots. Whatever. Alright, let's see his problem with this. Whatever, fuck it.
I hope you
Exmo
have a-
Jimbo! Thanks for 65 months, dude. What is already...
If I'm nothing. What is Jake, a bully?
Do you feel bullied? Hold on, smoke check.
By you? No. Far better men than you have tried.
He's drinking a beer. Smoke check. Got to.
Do I like pretzel buns? Yeah, actually.
It's the rules. All right. Do you feel bullied, Dave?
I hope you guys
Exmo
have a
Jimbo!
No, the point of that was I don't give a damn about bullying. You're the one that's the left-wing jackass.
For 65 months, dude. What is audio balancing? Iron Gauntlet will learn over time. It's new.
Is that it? Is Jake a big old bully?
Maybe.
No. Jake, you couldn't bully me
either
if you tried
A,
for
he knows
1,000
I'm
years.
better than him,
What'd you try, Habitual Ditto?
Or B, he can't wrap his head around somebody like me.
Definitely it's choice B. I cannot actually wrap my head around someone like you. That is correct. Not for the reasons you think, but yeah, that's true.
Oh, really? What are the reasons you can't wrap your head around someone like me? Never dealt with a Sigma male.
You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, look, to Dave, the subject of this study, he has no fucking idea what's going on. I mean, he's a monkey in a zoo, right? Monkey in a zoo. He doesn't know that. He's just shitting in his hand and throwing it at people. He doesn't fucking know. But you guys,
You like me. He's never dealt with a Sigma male.
you guys are on the outside of the cage viewing the shit throwing monkey, and your appropriate response is look at the shit flowing.
Except I seem to live rent-free in your fucking head all the time, Bucky.
Monkey. And he's like, I'm a Sigma male! Just wipes it on his face. I'm owning you!
Anyway, we'll get into the tasty notes later. For now, let's go ahead and get started.
Ooh, Chef
By
John.
mixing up a very simple dry rub.
Yeah, except every single restaurant in this fucking country uses garlic.
He calls it jarlic now? Fucking hilarious. I own you, David.
No, I don't call it garlic. It was in my comments. It was in the chat at the time. But you do you, Beta. You do you.
I literally change your language. I change your mood. I know how Dennis Reynolds feels now. To own a person, to control them. Modern day necromancy.
Again, far better men than you have tried. As you call it.
They don't use garlic, actually. Restaurants of some quality cut up their own raw as needed for each sauce or even each order. Yeah, so in the farm to table restaurant that I worked at, we used real garlic, because it was a real restaurant with real food in it.
Okay, so you worked at a smallish hippie-style restaurant, which probably had maybe 8-10 tables in it. Then, yeah, you could probably get away with it. But if you work at a restaurant that has, let's say, 30 to 40 tables, you're using garlic.
Do Sigma males have estro cycles? Do they rut? What kind of pheromone suppressants do they use? He's on T blockers right now. Dave, the most Sigma thing of all to do would be to wear a pretty dress.
Or they make their own.
They make
You
their
seriously think
garlic?
professional kitchens are mincing garlic to order? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Dave, yes is the answer to this question. Actually, they have.
Really? So they're taking the time to bust open a garlic bulb, get the 2 or 3 cloves they need, get out the garlic press, and then press the garlic in. No, they're not. Trust me, they're not.
They have constant prep cooks. Like, what?
If you peel garlic ahead of time, the bulbs start to go stale almost immediately. You do not have time to dick around with it.
This is a thing. This is absolutely a thing.
Either they pre-mince it and put it in oil, which is what my garlic in a jar is. It is in oil. Or they keep the cloves whole and then put them in oil. Either way, it's the same goddamn thing at the end of the fucking day.
Yes. That's why he's a dumb bitch. He's in a rut.
Why do you think, as you call it, jarlic was invented? Really is
Why was canned spinach invented, Dave?
that why you can find it in Gordon Ramsay's restaurant?
Jarlic?
No, pre-minced garlic. Again, it's pretty easy to do yourself. Basically just usually, in Gordon Ramsay's case, a couple of pulses of the food processor, and then you throw it in a jar filled with olive oil. It preserves it. Every restaurant in the country uses this.
Jarlic?
And your proof that I've never worked in a professional kitchen?
Yeah. I mean, that's
Considering, again, I'm the only person here that's Serve Safe certified.
no. I'm the only person ServSafe certified.
So am I. Now, again, I will say I'm no longer. My certification expired years ago.
3 times.
Or at least was.
Go.
Really? I'm not? Right now, I'm seeing a huge violation. I mean, it's fine for a YouTube video and a home cook. But in a professional setting, I'm seeing a huge violation.
You can use this cutting board for meat.
No. Generally, in a professional kitchen, in a professional setting, wood is a huge no-no. You use fucking plastic. Because you use cutting boards way too often. Plus, plastic boards are way easier to switch out. Wooden cutting boards are a huge violation. You would know this if you were Serve Safe certified.
So Chef John worked in kitchens. The reason they do that in
Oh my
restaurants...
God, Chef John, when he is making these videos, is not in his professional kitchen. Chef John is at his home. With his wife and kids or dogs and cats and God only knows what else.
It's like that's the standards because typically the restaurant business is filled with kids. Violation. Size large. In professional restaurants, like a big
Now,
booze
it's
lock or
usually...
something,
Now, here's the sad fact of the matter is, it's usually not that big of a deal because the health inspectors that are supposed to oversee restaurants and make sure they're compliant are so few and far between that unless, you have a rash of like 7 people going to the fucking hospital with food poisoning or salmonella or something, the county health guy ain't gonna be at your fucking restaurant. He's overwhelmed dealing with new restaurants that want to open, that are waiting to get their license to open.
be rare for someone to have a big wooden cutting board. They may also have, different surfaces. This is not a thing. As long as you keep it clean or you only use it for meats.
But typically, no. And no, you don't, even if you use it only for meat, that's even a bigger no-no, Jake. Again, if you were Serve Safe certified, you'd fucking know this. Because you cannot use the same cutting board that you cut beef on, to cut pork on, or to cut chicken on. You have a beef board, a chicken board, and a pork board. Again, Jake, I'm ServSafe certified, or at least, again, I was. There was a time when, yes, I was ServSafe certified in the state of Minnesota.
It's not a big deal.
I actually am. Or actually, I take that back. I was.
But yeah, they do
been a-
teach you in ServSafe that don't allow this. By the way, ServSafe is a fucking racket. Huge racket. Ask anyone in the food industry. Fuck ServSafe.
Long time. Believe it or not, this is the first thing me and Jake have agreed on in a while. It is kind of ridiculous. But it is what it is. Professional kitchens? Again, as I've stated several times, I used to work in a grocery store. We had a deli. This deli served food, including meats. We had a produce department that had the cut up fruit section. Again, I don't know if you want to go with kitchen. But yeah, I was around raw product. There was also our meat department. And again, I was a jack of all trades at that store, so I was pretty much certified in everything. By the way, I don't know if it's still good, but I'm also CPR certified. And my certification ran out probably 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Yeah, because it's only good for like fucking once every 3 years. And yeah, you have to keep retaking the fucking shit over and over and... That's why I'll never go back. I've still got friends that got jobs at other grocery stores, and they've asked, do I want to come back? And it's like, I decent chance I'd make a bit more money. But I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. You will get the dumbest fucking questions on the planet. Like, maybe I'll do a small stream. Think of the stupidest fucking question you can ask me, and have I gotten it at a grocery store?
A little rusty. So, I used to get sent to like hotels, and you'd go to like, you go to your ServSafe cert, and then I did some management classes and stuff. Like, it's done.
So, you've never worked in a restaurant. You worked in a hotel. Jake, what the fuck is your food background, buddy? Well, then, Allie, I invite you to open up a restaurant and see what happens. And when you get sued for infecting the whole fucking town with a foodborne pathogen...
Dave 2 weeks ago.
Go. And is bacteria. It is the unseen enemy in all.
Literally, yeah.
Ooh, even though most foodborne bacteria won't kill you.
All
Two things can be true at once. I said it's not going to kill you, but it can get you sick. And honestly, if she is going to use wooden cutting boards, she better hope they die. Generally, families won't sue. But if they live, they'll sue.
That's the standard. From the FDA.
ServSafe is 3 years. At least it was. At least it was at the time. ServSafe might have changed. Again, either way, my then instead of not 8 or 9 years, my certification would have ran out in fucking probably about 5 or 6 years ago.
I don't know if this will work because the thing's fucked up. But... doink. Cutting boards. Meat and Poultry Hotline says that consumers may use wood or a non-porous surface for cutting raw meat and poultry. However, consider using one cutting board for fresh produce and bread and a separate one for raw meat, poultry, and seafood. Just like I said, this will prevent bacteria on the cutting board that is used for raw meat.
Except there's a well-known study that says that germs can live in the slits created in a wooden cutting board.
You poultry and seafood from contaminating food. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. That's your standard.
Food occur, and in extreme cases, food poisoning can result in death. Eggs and other dairy products.
Yeah, yeah, in extreme cases. Also extremely rare cases.
It's not really that rare, dude. People die all the time from that kind of shit.
Not really. Okay, to be completely honest, I'll be completely fair to you, Jake. If someone is newly bred or nearly dead, the risk goes way up. But for those of us in the middle, like me and you, 99.8% chance we'll be fine. We'll get over it. And usually it's not the food poisoning that kills you. It's the fact that you can't eat or drink anything for days on end that kills you. I should know. I had a real bad case of food poisoning once. I couldn't even have water. Anyway, I eventually went to the hospital and my heart was racing. Because I hadn't had anything to eat or drink for, like 2 days. Thankfully, the doctor was like, put you on some, and I was exhausted too. Gave me a bag of fluids, and that settled everything right down. And next morning, I woke up and could finally handle liquids. Solids were still a problem, but at least I could have water. At least I could have Gatorade.
Versus those thinners.
They used to die a lot more before we had these standards.
If I remember right, I think it was, I went out to eat.
That's totally normal.
All I know is, but at the worst of it, I had like 104-degree fever. I hadn't slept for 2 days. I'd throw up water. So yeah, it was a rough couple of days. Thankfully, I recovered fairly quickly.
A lot of people have food poisoning regularly and they don't realize it. Dave, are your shits solid every day, or are they fucking? We both know the answer.
Usually solid, but whatever.
Dude's never had bad food poisoning because I almost passed out that one time from dehydration. Oh, dude, from McDonald's. So we went to McDonald's and all of us got food poisoning from the same fucking McDonald's, dude. We got blasted. Our asses got blasted a couple Thanksgivings ago. Whatever, like the day before Thanksgiving.
You went to McDonald's on Thanksgiving? What the fuck is wrong with you? And yeah, I have had bad food poisoning before.
Or the day after, one of those days.
Yeah, no, I get if I couldn't drink water, I can't drink fucking beer.
Seafood is delicious, Uncle Gumbald. What are you talking about?
No, there is no way to 100% clean a wooden cutting board.
Oh, by the way, make sure you get.
And if you don't know why, and I do, I can't, Allie, just admit you're fucking wrong.
Give yourself lots of foil on either end.
The reason why, dear sports fan, is that the knife makes cuts
Dave's mom cleans the toilet 8 times a day? You're joking, right?
into the wood. And when the wood is clean, moisture can get down into said slits, even though they're very, very shallow,
Mush it into the slits, Dave, yeah.
and basically keep enough moisture to keep bacteria alive.
Mush it in there.
The same cannot be said for plastic cutting boards.
Over time, any cutting board, plastic board can develop deep scratches or grooves that may trap bacteria, which could then spread to your food. Harder materials such as bamboo and maple are less prone to scarring than softer wood such as cypress. Right, and by the way, this cutting board was bamboo. I was going to say that earlier too. Chef John's.
Look, even if Chef John is making this in his house, so the rules are completely different.
Cutting board here is bamboo.
This is why they do not use wooden cutting boards in any professional kitchen on the planet.
This is just not true, man.
Or at least here in America.
Also not true.
We kind of want to.
Except, you do know the USDA isn't the only regulatory department that governs food. Like, you're aware of that, Allie. And do you really want me to check?
Carefully pour all the accumulated juices into
I would love Dave to look up information. Clock moment incoming. Uh-oh. We're just calling them clock moments? This is great. We're just calling them clock moments. Another clocker, chat! Get ready for a clocker!
Okay, apparently wood is safe, but extremely expensive. And also keep in mind, my information, as I've stated, might be out of date. Look, all I know is from every single fucking professional kitchen I've ever fucking seen, to every time I've been involved in food in a commercial setting, it's always been plastic. Alright, so this is... where are we at with time? Oh, shit. Alright, fuck it. Here's a steak sandwich, but the steak looks ridiculously overdone. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. No, they're using that tip steak sandwich bullshit. Oh, fuck me running. They're also using one of the leanest cuts of steak on the planet. Oh, God, fuck my ass with an electric eel. Oh, this is gonna suck. Really, is that why the most famous steak in the world, or the most famous sandwich in the steak sandwich in the world, the Philly cheesesteaks, uses ribeye? The problem with this cut is it's so lean, unless you go very, very rare, it's going to be tougher than a fucking goddamn... I don't know, it's going to be tougher than that Democracy Now! Bitch's cunt. Yeah, it looks like a romaine, not my first choice, but eh. Alright, I have no idea what's going on now. I'm completely lost. I get she's mixing the onion and the cilantro, parsley, whatever. But to what point and purpose? Okay, is she making it tzatziki sauce? Because the onions and parsley are way too big. What the hell is that? Cheese? Why is she adding cheese to this? Also, wouldn't this be closer to like a tortilla or a fajita or something? Rather than a sandwich? Okay, those steaks look deader than a doornail. So it's just a cucumber and yogurt sauce? Oh, I'm sure that's fucking nummy. Okay, how is this burrito supposed to close? Like, there's no fucking way you're getting a seal on this burrito. All right, if she pulls this off, I will be fucking impressed. There is no. Oh shit! Oh shit! I might be wrong. Or are we just using the tin foil to make sure everything stays inside? I'm thinking that's the case. Well, your steak is cooked to absolute fuck. I don't know how you're gonna eat this without it falling apart. The only thing keeping that burrito together, I think, is the tin foil, although I hope I'm wrong. But, yeah, your steak is overdone to hell. Well, at least not with a serrated knife. Alright, so that was a thing. And you know what? That's about where we're gonna end this one. So, once again, we reach our end. I guess I'll decide if I want to go out and start a fire or not. Alright. Good night, everybody.